Hello guys, once again welcome back to my channel. Sisir was here. Today is 29th of May 2003 and the Department of Commercial Application and Economics have hosted a program called Thinkonomics. So please watch this video till the end. It is 10:45 a.m. right now and most of the school have already arrived here at our campus. We have a small refreshment for our guests just before we start our lecture series here in the prep hall.
Sir, I hope you enjoyed the program.
Thank you, thank you. This year's Thinkonomics lecture is on Beyond Pandemics, Opportunities and Challenges by Dr. Prasun Bhattacharjee.
Kindly be seated. A warm welcome to all of you to St. Paul's School Darjeeling. Teachers from various schools, students. It's a pleasure to have you at St. Paul's School Darjeeling. It's a great day indeed. You know why? We got a portrait out here. Can somebody recognize the person there? Tenzing Norgay. It's his birth anniversary, 29th May. I request Dr. Prasun to kindly assist me in lighting the lamp. I would like to welcome the key speaker, Dr. Prasun Bhattacharjee, to St. Paul's School Darjeeling. He is accompanied by his two parents, mother and father. We're so glad that you're here with us. On the importance of what we are studying to what we are living. So therefore, this Thinkonomics lecture series began. That's why it's called Think Life, Think Economics. So, and this year, we are having this special edition because it's a bicentennial year for us. We're celebrating 200 years of the school's existence. Dr. Prasun Bhattacharjee is from India. And he actually went to do his BSc in economics from University of Calcutta in 1998. MA in economics from Delhi School of Economics, 2000. Thereafter, Sir went on to do MA in economics in Virginia Tech in 2004 and PhD in economics in Virginia Tech 2011. Let's put our hands together for Sir and I'll hand it over.
First of all, I would like to express my appreciation to Senior Master and all the teachers of St. Paul's School, all the staff as well, who have given us a very cordial welcome. So today what I'll be talking about is a little bit about COVID, because if you're a student of economics or not, it has affected all our lives, right? So just to get started with, let's see what was going on with the world prior to the pandemic. So if you look at 2019, so what happened in 2019, globally, the economic growth was a little bit slow. It slowed down in 2019. So the way we measure economic growth or economic well-being is using the concept of GDP or gross domestic product, which is nothing but the amount of goods and services and their value that we make in a certain country. So the first thing is how much we buy. So if we demand more cars, if we demand more clothes, if we demand more food, then clearly that will be increasing the amount of goods and services we make in a country, right? So that's one thing. The next thing is machines that companies or businesses demand when they're making other goods and services. Then we have government purchase of goods and services produced in a country. So then comes export. So what you're making in a country is also demanded by foreign countries. So all these four things which I have laid out here are the demand side. Then the supply side also matters. If you look at the supply side, what matters is the cost of production, the availability of inputs and so on. And then you have productivity and labor force. With India, what happened was Indian non-agricultural side was growing very little. If you look at India, it's very strange because on one hand, if you look at the labor side, that is how many people work in different sectors, about 50% of India's labor force is in agriculture. Right? But on the other hand, if you look at the production side, the GDP, that how much agriculture is giving to GDP, it's about 16%. So most of the production side in India, or the value of production that comes from, is the non-agricultural side. Next comes COVID. So that was in late 2019, early 2020. So what happens during a recession?
Basically, everything stops.
So GDP falls, right? GDP falls. Now, I see some hands there. So can you tell me that how can a recession happen?
So it's due to less production,
Okay.
less supply.
Very good. So it can come either from the demand side or from the supply side, or both in fact. So what should happen to prices if supply curve shifts to the left? Increase, right? But here the demand side overtook the supply side actually. And the supply side was also a little bit less affected because of fuel costs, and those things were very cheap because transportation stalled that time. So the first thing is what happened right after things started getting normal was very high inflation rates, very high. Then if you look at digital transformation and technological advancement, that has gone by leaps and bounds. How many of you know about ChatGPT here? How many of you have used ChatGPT? Wow. Not for your class project, right? So that finishes our talk. So if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to take those.
So, as you mentioned that various countries reduce their interest rates to increase the flow of money in the economy. So, don't you think the betterment of the economy created by more debt dependence is just an illusion? In the future, won't it create more hamper to the citizens of the country?
It will definitely, and this is what's happening to the US. That's a very good question. In fact, that's what's happening to the US right now. The government spends so much, their national debt is more than 100% of GDP.
So, sir, I had a question about the telemedicine and telehealth, especially regarding that. Don't you think that especially the farmers, like how there are some, especially Indian farmers, they are deprived of a lot of means. So telemedicine and telehealth, to provide them with that, don't you think it's kind of, not, I wouldn't say useless, but it would take so much time for them to learn?
I think this is where the government has a role to play, to make them more educated, to give them the infrastructure. There will be one center in the village which can probably have the computers, the internet, all those facilities where farmers can go and talk to a doctor online. But yes, without the government support, we won't be able to do this.
So, to take a decision for so many people, wouldn't it have been a big time-consuming thing? Like we have to think of every section, every faction, every citizen as a thing. So we did it so fast because we wanted to contain as much of the virus as we wanted to, as we could, instead of just waiting for ages so that we close the airports. And by then we don't know how much people would have lost their life.
But very true. But there were some loopholes, if you remember, that still international travel was still not restricted that time. People were still getting in.
As USA is very much dealing with that pandemic very nicely, and countries like India, what steps should they take to deal with it?
So there is a lot of research that's going on because I'm part of one of the research proposals for National Institute of Health. So So they have spent like millions of dollars they're giving out in grant. That if we have the next pandemic, what lessons we learned from COVID, that can handle things better. So they are using a lot of their resources for research and development. In India, I'm not sure what they're doing because I'm not in the research field in India myself in the system.
So I had an out-of-box question. So like India's value to the US no, so it's like it's about 80 no, like $1 is 80 rupees no. So what are the factors increases decreases the India's currency value to the US dollar?
So as I say, we showed the interest rate. That's one thing definitely. So anytime US assets become more valuable, that's where the money is flowing in. So every time you start demanding more of the US currency, if you're buying anything in US, you're demanding more of US currency, US dollars. That will make the dollar stronger against Indian currency.
Sir, like in accounts you said, no, like most of them will be losing our jobs. You clearly said that. So like, does that mean like, because like most of us here present are taking accounts. So does that mean like accounts is not a worthy subject to take, or like we'll be losing our?
No, I'm not. So don't blame me in the next 2 years. Or don't quote me. No, what I'm saying is accountancy jobs, like the way we file taxes, those kind of things probably are so mechanical. So if you can code a system which can learn this, those can be done. But at the same time, if you're a finance person, you need to at least know what accounts are. If you don't know debit and credit, then your company will go out of business. So, no, the knowledge is very important. But what I'm saying, as a career choice, maybe you have to think smarter than the machines.
Sir, what is the one thing which makes ETSU exceptional?
I think the most important thing is what our students say is the way faculties care about the students, to be honest with you.
So what is the one thing that colleges, especially your college as well, looks for in international students so that you can admit them to your college?
One thing definitely is you having good marks in 11 and 12. That is important because now the SATs are gone. Most universities are not taking students by SAT scores. And also your involvement just outside the classroom, like in some kind of community work, community service. So those things are valued very highly at the universities.
Good afternoon once again to all of you, and I stand here basically to thank Sir for all the troubles Sir has taken to get through these concepts across as we stand here. And I really would request all of you to put your hands together for Sir. Another thing that I would request all of you to do is please convey our heartfelt thanks to your heads. Please tell them that we really appreciate this kind of initiative from the heads of the schools to send the children over here. Vote of thanks to this program is organized not by the school, obviously it is in the school, but is basically done by the Commerce and Economics Department. On behalf of the school, we like to present a special memento for Sir. Since Sir is going back to US, so I'm not going to say it just on behalf of the school, but on behalf of Darjeeling, all the schools present here. So on your behalf, I'd like to present this to Dr. Prasun Bhattacharjee.
And finally, today's event is over. So here we have with us the head of Commerce Department. Thank you so much for a wonderful program. So you did well.
No, it was very good for the student. That is our local students who interact with the top economists of America. I hope whatever they learned will help them in the future. Thank you, sir.
Definitely, sir. Thank you so much. We have Major Bakshi. Sir, thank you so much for giving us a wonderful program.
You're most welcome. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. So, Loretta girls, did you enjoy the program?
Yes, sir.
I hope you benefit from this event.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for coming to St. Paul's.
Thank you for inviting inviting us.
You're most welcome. Which school is this one?
German.
Mount Harmon. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, students. I hope you enjoyed. Did you enjoy?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for coming to St. Paul's.
Thank you, sir.
St. Paul's boys, welcome to St. Paul's.
Thank you, sir.
Did you enjoy the program?
Yes, sir.
I hope you learned something.
Yes, sir. Very much.
Gothals, welcome to St. Paul's. Did you enjoy the program?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for coming. St. Teresa's girls, did you enjoy the program?
Yes, sir.
I hope you learned a lot.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for coming to St. Paul's.
Thank you, sir.
So AG School, thank you for coming to St. Paul's. Did you enjoy the program?
Yes, sir, surely, sir. We did.
That's really good. We are really glad to have you here.
Thank you, sir.
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you, sir.
Northern Boys, thank you for coming.
Thank you, sir.
I hope you enjoyed.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, boys, for coming to St. Paul's. So guys, we have Mr. Mondal over here. Mr. Mondal, thank you so much for this wonderful event. So guys, Mr. Mondal is actually the main man behind this Thinkonomics. So sir, if you can say something about this event.
Thank you so much, sir. All right, for taking all the initiatives and being there with us. About the Thinkonomics, what we can say is that this event we have started in the year 2012.
Right.
With Anindra Biswas, the first lecturer from USA. Then we have the lecturer from Viswabharati University, St. Xavier's College. Then we have the other lecturers also from the USA.
Right.
This is a grand event. Okay, it's a initiative of all the boys, and the way the boys have walked. This time we had near about 13 schools with near about 200 to 250 students over there.
Wow.
So it's a grand event, we can say, and we are very much thankful to Dr. Prasun Bhattacharjee, and we wish him all the best in his future. And we also thank our acting administrator, Mr. Peter Lecture, for giving us all the support, and each and every boy of the economics and the commerce department of St. Paul's School. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. So thank you so much for a wonderful seminar. We really enjoyed it.
Thank you for giving the opportunity. And as I said, it's a very special day because this is your 200 years.
Right.
And today is Tenzing Norgay's birthday. This is
Right,
the day
sir.
he climbed Mount Everest. So I don't think I could have asked for anything more than this.
Thank you so much, sir. See you next time, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy. Do take care and stay safe. We'll see you next time. Guys, say bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Why you have to change? Just show it. Why change that? Practice, you don't have to change. Oh, you.
Hello guys, once again welcome back to my channel. Sisir was here. Today is 29th of May 2023 and the Department of Commerce and Commercial Economics have... What's your time? Okay, once again.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, no problem. Come this way. Hello guys, once again. Hello guys.
No. Get out.
I'll just be
Pass water, no.
I'll just pass.
Just wave ahead and go, okay? No. Bit professional.
Sir, I hope you enjoyed the program.
Thank you. I'll have to ask something, okay? You don't run. And it's time for an official photograph with the speaker of the day. And we have our beautiful girls here on the stairs, resting and taking the lunch. Raghib Padia is only jobbing. The boys working hard after the program. Ridesh and Shine Khan. Jobless people over here.
Sir, too tired.
Who is ladies washroom? Good afternoon.
Sir.
Why are you hiding your face? Why are you hiding your face? He is the same guy who did that beatboxing, guys.
We're going to start video.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, guys. So thumbs up.
Hey!